Hello and welcome to another Raggy's video. So today, let me just wet my whistle. We're going over to Blue Monkey's Organ Grinder pub in Arnold. It's based on Front Street in Arnold, literally a couple of doors down from Asda. Went there last weekend, so my review. So I walked in. The place had a good liquor paint last year, so it's still looking fresh when I walked in. They've got a good seating area out the back for the summer months. Not this time, it's freezing, but for the summer months, good seating area out the back. They have music on. It doubles the capacity of the pub when it's when you can sit out and it's not freezing. Last week I had Infinity Plus One on cask. That was tasting absolutely amazing. Absolutely love that beer. I'm not a massive IPA fan, to be fair, but that on cask is sublime. Also had BG Sips. That was tasting good as well. Not as good as Infinity Plus One. On the bar, they had, I think it was 4 cask lines of Blue Monkey, 4 or 5. Primate Best Bitter was on. There was another one, but I forgot by now. Oh, Gorilla Stout was on. They had a guest beer, which I think is essential. Yes, it is a Blue Monkey pub, and they're going to want to sell their beers, which is understandable. But to have a guest beer on, Castle Rock's Oatmeal Pale, I didn't have it that time because we were doing a bit of a trekkie around the local pubs, and I've had it and reviewed it before. That was on. As always, good range of spirits behind the bar. The fire was roaring. They've got a lovely little wood burner in there. Couldn't get anywhere near that. People crowding around that. It was cold. Not cold in the pub, to be fair, but it's cold outside. The beer was tasting great, crystal clear on cask. I've done 2 reviews. As always with this channel, please check out, if you want to see more Blue Monkey content, Blue Monkey and Raggy. Although if you put Blue Monkey reviews on YouTube, the vast majority are actually Raggy's beer reviews. There's another bloke in Nottingham who does a couple, but yeah, it's generally me. On the lager side of things, they had their Congo craft lager, and it was actually on sale at £3 a pint, which is a good price for a craft lager. Obviously aiming it, and I do hope that people take up the fact that it's a craft lager from Blue Monkey. The pub itself, there's games in there to play, there's books to read. It's a good real ale pub. There was only one lady serving when I was in there, but obviously there was probably somebody else in the background doing stuff. I didn't check the food options out, so I can't tell you about the food options. I think somebody did get a bag of crisps, mind you. Was it Piper's? It might have been. The pub itself, clean. It's a good spot in Arnold where it's got. You've got the Lincoln Green pub literally down the road. They complement each other's massively. Arnold isn't known for its real ale pubs. There are a lot of pubs there, but some of them, yeah. Not the pubs I want to go in, let's put it that way. And that's me being nice. Without hurting the pub trade, that's why I don't mention names. My only, I would say, slight niggle I didn't see. I looked, but I didn't see. So whether they were there or not, and I just missed it. So apologies if Blue Monkey have gone into the craft beer sector at the moment. They've invested quite heavily in that craft beer sector with a big canning machine and that, and they're bringing out some nice beers. However, I didn't see a craft beer fridge with their beers in, and for me, if I'm not interested in what's on the bar, but I'm still interested in Blue Monkey, to have their craft beers there, even if it's a small fridge with a single line of each that you can replenish, because you'll have another beer, you'll have another fridge somewhere or in the cellar and replenish at will. personally think it's essential, absolutely essential these days for any good pub to have a little bit of a craft beer fridge going off. The bar can be rejigged to fit a small fridge in, even one that can only hold about 20 cans. You know, like I say, they can easily be replenished. Yeah, I think that's a trick that's being missed. We did talk about this. We'll go drinking with Andy and oh god, my bum. This seat's awful. With the happy drinkers, and it's the only niggle that I had last week that I didn't see that. It was good to see one of the craft lager on the keg, the mini on the keg lines. Again, it probably would have been advisable to have something else, another keg beer from Blue Monkey. I know they're doing stuff in small batches. I understand the reasons behind that, obviously, and I do think Nottingham Craft Beer Festival this year will help the brand and people to come away from the fact that, well, they're a traditional brewery. You know, there is that brand definition. It will come, you know, in time. But yeah, just my observation anyway, from a beer fan's perspective. But yeah, cracking pub, a great addition to Arnold, much needed up there. It does need something else actually. There's only 3 places in Arnold where I would drink, and that's there, Lincoln Green's pub, and the Abdication in Daybrook. I won't drink at any of the others, and I certainly wouldn't. You know, I only go into the other place beginning with W when I absolutely need to, because I'm told to. But yeah, cracking place, well worth a visit for some Blue Monkey beers. Cheers all.